Hello my friends, welcome back. Today I am going to do a page in my traveler's notebook. Got my cute photo of Willow here on her second birthday, and I'm going to use the Hello It's Me collection from Rosie Studios. But before we get started, I just wanted to show you a few of the pages I've already done with this collection because honestly I love it. I'm making so many things. The first one here was, like, these are all very simple pages because that's kind of what I'm about this year, getting things done quickly and simply. My journal stack for 2025, layered up with a few die cut pieces. I've added a couple of stickers in here, and I did actually cut this die cut so that I could slip in a little hidden journaling piece. It still looks like the typewriter's typing, but it's actually my handwriting. This was another very simple page that I did, and actually I've already filled an entire insert this year. So this was another really simple page. I love a full page photo. It makes for very quick pages. A whole bunch of ephemera down the side here just to kind of enhance, I guess, the color scheme. And the other page I've got in here is this one here. So many fun chipboard pieces and like ephemera pieces that just kind of fit my vibe at the moment. So this was another pretty page that I put together. These two pages, because of course a 6x6 paper pad doesn't work fantastically in a traveler's notebook sized insert. This page I used two 12 by 12 inch papers to cut down and put into my notebook. But for these other pages here, I haven't. I've used 6x6 paper. I'm going to show you how today. It was a very, very simple trick that my friend Becky's husband shared with me. Hugh, forever in your debt. Honestly, finding a way to make 6x6 papers, which I have a lot of work in my notebooks, which are my main documenting style this year, has been a game changer for me. And you've seen, like I've showed you, I've done it in a few different styles of patterns. I'm gonna keep experimenting. It's very hard to tell. It's very hard to tell how this has happened. I'm going to show you. The patterns don't always line up perfectly, but they line up enough that you can hardly tell on first glance. So let's get into it. This is a slightly larger photo than I would normally use, but the rest of the page is going to be quite simple, so I wanted the photo to kind of be the focal point. This is Willow on her second birthday. I honestly can't believe I've had these kittens for 2 years. It's crazy, actually. I'm going to pick a paper that matches both my photo and that puffy sticker that says beautiful, because that's what I'm going to use for the title. In the end, I went for this floral one, and this is the 6x6 paper trick. So first you want to cut your 6x6 on the diagonal in half. It doesn't really matter which way, but this is the way that your paper is going to be in your traveler's notebook. So if you have a directional pattern on that pattern paper, you might want to like experiment and play around with how that looks when it's on the diagonal. Now you're going to take one of those halves that you've cut and you're going to cut it in half the other way. You can mark it out with a pencil or whatnot if you want to. I'm just going to give it a rough crease in half on one of the long straight edges. Line that up with the corner point and trim that in half as well. So you'll end up with 3 triangular pieces that you are going to jigsaw puzzle together onto your traveler's notebook page and work out the best way for that to go. Now, when these triangles all line up together, the piece is going to be 8.5 inches tall. So I am going to cut 1/4 inch off one edge. And you can see here, you can kind of work out which way looks best. So you're going to line up the long edges of your smaller triangles with the shorter edges of your large triangle and work out which way looks more pleasing to your eye. Now, like I said, depending on how the pattern has been created in the first place, sometimes these pieces line up absolutely perfectly. Sometimes one edge has a little bit of a wonk to it. It's not quite right. You can live with it like I do, or you can try a different pattern. Obviously, patterns with text and whatnot on them are going to be a little bit more difficult to get right. But generally, I'm putting something down on top of these patterns anyway, and you hardly notice where the joins are. So I just adhere them, butt them up together, and then trim the top off it. And you can see once you've put the photo down, you can barely tell where those edges line up. Such a perfect trick. Again, thank you to Hugh and Becky for sharing with me. Honestly, I haven't stopped using this trick since I found it. So it's so good. Give it a go. Let me know what you think. I really had a very simple idea for this page. I knew I wanted to use this little bow die cut. In all of those pages that I've created with this collection, I've pulled that little bow die cut out more times than I can count. And I really, really wanted to use it. So this was the page that I knew I was going to use it on just because of the photo and the way it lines up. I thought it would be perfect underneath Willow as a little kind of embellishment. And then I knew I wanted to use that beautiful puffy sticker as part of my title. So the rest of it's just going to be kind of putting bits and pieces together. Now the photo did get a little bit lost on that pattern paper background, so I did matte it with another one of the patterns. Because I've got that black bow on there, I did want to add a little bit of black in there, and it definitely helped. I tried a couple of other colors, but the black pattern behind the photo really does help it stand out. It gives it a little bit more of a frame. Also a very similar frame to kind of what the black bow does, like it's got that white outline around it. It just ties it all together. Now I'm going to use the Alpha from this collection. I actually didn't see at the time that there was a similar style sticker inside the sticker book that says sweet. I could have used that, but I want my title to say beautiful girl. So I'm going to use these little alphas, line them up to say girl. And I make a bit of a mistake here. I kind of go with it in the end. But I was just lining up my stickers with the edge of the bow. I figured I was going to have everything left aligned to kind of the center of my spread. And then I work out that actually the word beautiful fits nicely, just a little bit buttered towards the left-hand side of the girl. So because I've put those stickers down already, that puffy sticker is going to be too close to the center of my book, so it can't really go in the perfect spot. I just pivot and I'm going to move it to the right instead. It's just because the tail of that F, I didn't actually want it to cover up any of the letters on those wee circle stickers. So I've moved it to the left, and this word is actually in 3 parts. The dot, though, would not stay in place. So in the end, I just leave it without it. And I've got the word beautiful, and you can see me, I've tried about 4 times to get the I to stick because I moved it and it stuck to my finger the first time. That kind of removed the stick off it and it would not stick to the paper. So I've moved the dot. Now I'm going to add just a few other little embellishments. They're going to tend to be stickers because honestly it's super easy to use. I love this sticker book. There's cardstock, washi, and clear stickers. I'm just using, those ones are the cardstock stickers. I put a little flag at the top just to kind of balance it out because I've got this like cluster of title down the bottom and my big photo on the left. It needed something on that top right hand corner, so I just added that up there. I trimmed a little bit off this clear sticker. It says love this crazy life. I took the word life off it and now it says love this crazy because this girl is definitely a little bit on the crazy side. I am going to add a few of the other little phrase stickers in this book. That one's a clear sticker. These ones are the cardstock ones. So I'm just going to pop one up the top there just to make, I mean, I'm loath to call it a cluster, a tiny little focal point at the top there. Making memories, love this crazy. And I figured that it flows on nicely. Love this crazy, beautiful girl. I typed out my journaling just on some plain white paper. I wasn't paying attention though, and I missed 2 E's off the end, so I'm just kind of filling it in with a pen. Then I'm going to add a couple of stickers just down the bottom, I feel like underneath my journaling feels a bit empty. And again, the beauty of this sticker book is I can just add a couple of other stickers in there. I'm going to add another clear sticker, actually another couple of clear stickers. There are some little hearts there. They're not quite the right colors. I've used quite a few of them, so I've got a lot of yellow ones left, but I have not used yellow on this page, so I'm going for teal and pink here, and then I'm going to call this page all done. So that's the 6x6 paper hack. I love how it works. I love how it looks. This is a really fun layout, and you can see how quick it is to make a really simple page like this. And I'm going to use up so many of those 6x6 papers that are sitting in my stash now. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please go ahead, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you want to keep watching, I'm going to leave a couple of videos on screen. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye.